The Honourable Deputy Opposition Leader, what's your supplementary question?
Deputy Speaker, the supplementary question to the Honourable Prime Minister, who's also the Treasurer, is why has it taken 5 years for us to continue to allow inflation to get out of control and currently create a cost of living crisis? When we're looking at the fiscal policy interventions, this government's spending too much money, borrowing too much money, and increasing the taxes. When you increase taxes and then you continue to spend and overspend, how do you expect inflation to drop? So a direct intervention that the government can take right now is to apply immediate austerity measures, stop the borrowing, and start funding targeted investments, and you're doing that. So what's your immediate plan to reduce the cost of living crisis that the people of Papua New Guinea are currently experiencing? The reality doesn't match the rhetoric. Thank you, Deputy Speaker.
The Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, me Hamas Law, Member of Suave, Deputy Opposition Leader, I'm asking this question. I'm bla talk, me talk, me bla increasing taxes. This bla no true bla talk, me bla no increasing tax. In the last 5 years, I have been in government. The Pangu-led government has not increased baseline tax for our people. Far from that, we have removed tax from our people. We will remove tax from our people. GST remains at 10%. Non-tax-paying threshold has now been uplifted to 20%. I cannot speak at a clearer English than this. I don't know, some of you were school overseas and you know English better than some of us. I just don't know what sort of language I can use, but on record, we lifted no tax threshold for our citizens. We removed tax. That's on record. Do comparing. On record also, borrowing. Fiscal responsibility is a signature of this government. We're now approaching a fiscal consolidation pathway. The last 3 years, deficit declined by $1 billion each. You ask the opposite sitting there, deficit trend of the past government, 8 years of deficit trend. Last 3 years, we restructured the economy and we have had fiscal consolidation. Actual Kina borrowing declined by $1 billion Kina each.
Honourable Prime Minister, your point of order.
Correcting Prime Minister, that's all. Only restructuring budget, only no restructuring economy. So could you just take that correction?
I'll allow the Prime Minister to complete the response. Prime Minister.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, the final budget outcomes is on public website. Final budget outcomes is on public website. Final budget outcomes of 2013 right to 2023. The last 10 years is for all of us. Just don't believe in Facebook. Go and read substantial document that is out there, which everyone reads. And I point to the final budget outcomes of our own country. You look at percentage of budget delivery. You look at deficit trend. You look at debt profiling, whether it's concessional debt field, final budget outcome returned, or commercial deficit, commercial debt stacked up FBO in the successive years we've had. The economic characteristics of my government in the last 5 years, the Pangu-led government, was shifting away from recklessness of the past, reconstructing the economy. Yes, there were additional debts we took, but to refinance expensive commercial aspect of borrowings the previous government was prone to have taken. And we now, you look on record, 2021, 2022, 2023, 3 years of consistent actual Kina, $1 billion Kina removal of our deficit right up until today. We are cognizant of tough times we're living in today. We are responsibly constructing an economy that will come back to surplus budget by 2027. And I want to give assurance to the member for Suave as well as to our people that hard time we play clear, we will try best law system economy, law this time we go through. And good things will not take 1 or 2 years. Good things will take 5, 6, 7 years. And we have worked and we put a rescue package for our country under the leadership of the Honourable Ian Staki. Hopefully, if you come into government, you walk this path through. And hopefully, in the 20... Hopefully, Hopefully, the 2030s, this country will see the journey that we have started in 2019. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.